Okay. Welcome to the Virtual Cheese Awards 2022, showcasing the best of British cheese. I'm Lee and I'm moderating the session. And today we'll be judging D2, the cheese with sweet additives class. I'd like now to introduce our two judges, Laura and Tanny. If you would like to say a few words about yourselves, please, for the audience.
Hi, I'm Laura and I'm from Indie Food, which is a deli and cheese shops based in Northern Ireland. We have 2 cheese shops and have just started making our own cheese as well. So we've all been in the cheese industry for quite some time now. Yeah, looking forward to this.
Thanks, Laura. Hi, I'm Tanny Gill. I work with Clark Specialty Foods based in Scotland, just south of Edinburgh. We're food wholesalers based here. I have been in the cheese industry for the last 17 years plus. Started my journey making the Aroma cheddar. I've been a veteran of the VCA judging. Been doing it since inception, so looking forward to judging today. Thanks.
Excellent, thank you. The judges will use a points-based system for judging against 5 different attributes, and the winner will be the cheese with the most points and go forward to the best in category stage. So if we want to start with the first cheese in this category, which is D2 1020.
Yeah.
Well, very summery, beautiful aroma.
Oh goodness, yeah, very bright.
Very fresh.
Smells like a cocktail nearly, doesn't it?
Absolutely. If this is the way it's going, we'll have to ask the organizers to send us drinks next time along with the sample.
We'll have, yes, matched cocktails. They look like nice appearance. So the yellow wax is lovely, bright and sunny, sort of reflects the aroma.
I think it's a gin and lime. Sorry, I know being in Scotland, we are quick on jumping and knowing our drinks before we can even.
There's nothing wrong with knowing your drinks.
Yeah, I don't know if it's kind of gin and tonic or whether it's just a citrus, that kind of bold citrus that makes me think that. I do have citrus and other things other than gin sometimes, but
you do get a bit of, I think, is it the lemon zest or the citrus?
Yeah,
zest
I think it is a lemon zest.
The appearance is lovely. I mean, comfort, it's nice, it's waxed quite well, looks like a good size. Even texture seems okay for what it is as a waxed cheese, clean cut. I know you've cut it in half. I've just left it as a wedge, but seems like a clean cut, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Flavor also seems, aroma is beautiful. It's quite nice. It's quite prominent aroma.
Do you want to add some scores to the cheese? Appearance?
Appearance-wise, I'd just give it a 10. I don't know what you think, Laura. I mean,
yeah, I'm happy with 10. I think it looks looks like what it is, and the fact you can see the zest through it is kind of a good thing for a flavored cheese. You kind of quite obvious. We haven't exactly worked out exactly what it is, but
even the aroma going to the next category is quite good actually.
Yeah, I think the aroma is really lovely.
Very lovely.
So yeah, I would definitely go kind of a 9 or even a 10 for aroma.
Happy with that. Yeah. Happy with a 10.
9 or 10.
We'll go with 10, I think.
The texture.
The texture is the only thing for me I have a slight question over. I think the texture of the cheese is good, and the fact that you can see the zest is good, but actually the bits are probably a bit chunky. They nearly interrupt with like the flavor and the feel of the cheese.
Yeah, you're right. It's quite kind of almost powdery. It's not crumbly. It's kind of almost yeah. And you're right. I think it does interrupt the flavor of the cheese when you're actually trying to enjoy it.
Yeah, when you get to sort of one of the kind of bigger, because there are some quite large bits of zest in there.
I'd go with a 7, 8 in the texture.
I'd maybe stay with a 7, I think, for the texture, because there is some nice qualities to the texture of it, but that just kind of holds me back a little bit.
Okay. What about the flavour?
Flavor's pretty good, I think.
Pretty good, yeah.
There's a good
Clean.
kick to it. Yeah, bright and fresh.
Yeah. No unpleasantness at all.
No.
Actually makes me want to have a drink now. But yeah, it's okay.
I mean, it is lunchtime.
It's nice. So flavor-wise, I don't know. I'm happy to give a 8, 9, 10.
Probably go with a 9.
9. Yeah.
Flavor, go in the middle. I think that's good. I think it's it is pleasing.
What about true to character then?
It's super flavored. I'd say it's probably very true to.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. I mean,
I suppose it's hard if we don't know exactly, if it's meant to taste like
We can bounce sort of
spicy,
backwards
then
and
maybe not.
forwards.
But yeah, but I think it's pretty true to character. It's definitely a flavored cheese. Like there'd be no question over that if you got that and you were thinking, oh, what does that? Is there any flavor? There's loads of flavor. Like it's almost more. It's more flavor than it is cheese. I never know whether that's a good thing or not, but it's definitely that the flavor is quite pronounced.
Okay. So what
What
do
do
you
you
think
wanna go with
score-wise?
9 or 10, really for.
yeah, go with 10. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Excellent. So if we want to move on to the next one, which is D2 1021.
1021.
You might go for your wedge approach for tidiness there.
Well, no, don't worry. Just go for it. Feels like onions or caramelized onion or something like that.
Oh, definitely. Sort of, yeah, the aroma, and even the kind of the color and that of that.
Yeah.
And you can see kind of inside the wedge there do appear to be some bits of onion through it as well.
Yeah.
Again,
Appearance looks all right. Looks. I mean, I'll go a 10 for what it is. Waxed well, nice size around.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
Done. Aroma again, quite nice, quite well defined aroma, very clear. Exactly. I'm hoping it.
It is very sweet.
Very sweet.
It tastes like onion chutney as opposed to
Great.
onion.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It didn't. The sweet.
I suppose that's why it's in sweet as opposed to savory.
Caramelized, exactly. I was expecting it to be savory from the aroma, but it is quite sweet. Aroma, I'm happy to give it a good 8 or a 9.
Yeah, maybe. Probably go for an 8 for the aroma. And then
It's whether you want to do texture or flavour.
the texture is quite good. I mean, it's quite consistent. It doesn't have the same. I can see there are some pieces of kind of caramelized onion in there, but because it's quite soft as opposed to the harder zest, the texture is pretty good, very smooth. It doesn't have any of that kind of slight chalkiness of the first one either. So I would be happy to go with a 9 or 10 for texture.
Yeah, go with a 9, absolutely.
Yeah, go for 9 then. And then flavor. It's pretty punchy as well.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I was expecting to be savory. I don't know why. But
yeah, I think it's hard. It is hard when it's sort of, for my flavor, my personal flavor, I would prefer it to be a bit more savory. I find it a little bit too sweet. I think if you ate too much of it, it would end up being a little bit kind of cloying.
Yeah.
Probably particularly along with that texture, but
it's quite balanced.
I think it's probably good for. It was meant to be a sweet onion. It certainly tastes like a really caramelized sweet onion.
Happy with about 8, 9, 9, 10,
Yeah, I would maybe go 9 again on that
9.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. What about true to character?
I say it's pretty true to character as well. Yeah, maybe I'd like I don't know, a 9 or 10, either or.
I'm happy with a 9 on it. Yeah, it's true to character for what it is. In every aspect, really. I mean, even if you want to give a 10.
Should we even put down 10, and then we
Yeah.
can think at the end and see if there's anything else that really sort of feels like that is a really good example of flavored cheese, and that should be kind of over the character. Okay.
Cool. So we're on 1064.
1064, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's quite different. I opened this one earlier where I was kind of like getting everything easier to get
Wow, look at
into.
that.
I've never seen anything quite like that before. And I'm not entirely sure if that's good appearance wise. I think it would maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what.
It's nearly startling. I don't know what I would make of that.
I don't know what to expect out of it taste wise.
Because it's a slice, but it nearly looks like it's almost hard to understand how that holds together in a wheel.
Wow. It's like almost like cheese with sweet additives. Sweet. It almost looks like curd or cottage cheese put together.
It smells like cottage cheese, doesn't it? It has that really sort of.
But am I being harsh in saying I can't taste any sweetness in it? There's a lot of lactic flavors coming through.
I would really struggle to know what the additive was.
Right.
Oh, it does taste like curd. It tastes like
Very young, yeah.
it doesn't taste terrible by any means. I mean, it's quite kind of pleasant and bright, but it's just
Quite palatable, but very.
I'm just a little bit confused by it.
Yeah, I think very unusual. I mean, looks wise, it looks cool. Quite kind of. And I've not really not seen a cheese that looks almost silvery.
No.
It's that mid stage of whether it's going to become blue or not, or
Yeah, like what's he
rind
doing?
or not. But
Because it does have because the rinds are very
Yeah.
peculiar as well. It's kind of like it's sort of half
half
compacted. Yeah, like it's
Right.
which could be part of its charm, I suppose. But
Exactly, and look at the texture of the big globules of curd, or
Yeah.
put together, and
it's hard to know what that grey blue
yeah.
addition is.
Unfortunately, there's no sweetness coming through, but I mean, I like the quirkiness of its appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything
Wrong with the appearance.
terribly wrong with the appearance. I think it's good to be a little bit different. I mean, that can be a really good thing for cheese.
I mean, I'm happy to give it a good 8 or 9 on the appearance, even 10.
Maybe give it a 9 on the appearance.
9.
Yeah.
Aroma wise, quite lactic and flat, isn't it? Almost.
Yeah, it's kind of like smelling a glass of like even semi-skimmed milk. There isn't even that kind of big kind of even a creamy hit of it or any sweetness. I like kind of
7 on it.
Yeah, maybe a 7, like 6 or 7.
6. Okay, let's do 6.
6 maybe, yeah.
So we've got aroma. What else is it?
And then the texture.
That's crumbly.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the texture.
Oh,
it does, and like it texture-wise, it eats quite well. Like
it does eat well. Very, very clean and balanced. I'm happy to give it a good 8 or 9 on the texture.
I'm gonna go for an 8 on the texture.
Yeah.
You have the other ones in the class.
And what is it? Taste. I actually like the taste. Quite savory, but it's not. It's in a sweet category. It's very savory.
Yeah, I suppose it's when you get to the true to character, I suppose, is maybe when we go to that bit. Taste wise, actually, yeah, it's grand. Like it's
nice.
and it's kind of intriguing. Like I said, like
Exactly.
I want to taste it again and try and work it out and feed it to all my friends and see what they think it is. So I think taste maybe a 7 or 8 for me.
Yeah. I agree with that.
8, 7,
Maybe
Look,
a 7. Yeah.
7. You can give half scores if you want. The spreadsheet just works better.
Oh, it's okay. That'll just confuse us even more. I think don't add it. But then I think true to character is probably where it struggles for me. Because even if I did know what the additive was, I still don't think I could taste it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're a little bit, it's hard to identify it, but you can taste some sweet notes. But with this, it just, you know, it tastes like milk. You know,
the lactic element overpowers the additive. You can't put your finger.
Which is
on
really
it.
unusual because often you're struggling to find the cheese, like the good cheese notes within a flavored cheese.
I'd give it a character-wise 5.
Yeah, because by looking at it, I mean, there's obviously been something added into it. You know, it is characterful, but the true kind of whether it's true to that, I would say 5 as well. I think for cheese, it's just.
Let's roll on to the next one, which is 1065.
Yep.
Tanya's very organised. He's wrapped it up and everything.
That's the years of practice, isn't it?
Yeah.
1065. Yeah.
Yeah.
1065. Yeah. Sweet additives again.
Yeah.
Ooh. You can see the additives in this one. Very nice. Looks lovely, appearance-wise, very kind of.
Yeah, nice and kind of
Yeah.
uniform.
Yeah. Get the aroma coming through nicely.
So there's a couple of additives in this, isn't there?
Yeah. You can see that. Cranberries and
Some kind of lemon zest or something.
yeah.
I think appearance-wise, it looks quite good.
Yeah.
Should probably go like a 9 for appearance.
Yeah. Happy with that. Aroma, quite good. You actually know that there's some kind of sweetness in the aroma, which is actually in the taste also.
Yeah, definitely. I'm wondering. What? Okay, is that just sort of cranberries and lemons that they taste like there's something else? Like it's meant to be like a fruit cake or something?
I think you're right. I think it's cranberry and lemon zest, really. Sweetness, I can't taste.
It's definitely the cranberry, you know, you're getting that kind of sweet dried cranberry, kind of sugariness.
Don't think there's any dates in it, but I may be wrong.
No. Okay.
We want to add some more scores. We've got appearance of 9. Aroma.
Aroma, a good 8.
Yeah, I would say 8.
Yeah.
Texture.
Texture's okay.
Good 8.
Yeah.
8. And flavor.
Even in this one, even when you do get the cranberries and the lemon and things, they're kind of with the texture.
Correct.
They're not kind of jolting the same way.
It's not falling over or apart. Kind of
Yeah.
thing. Happy to give it a good. It's a 9.
Yeah.
9 on that.
True to character.
Right.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of is what it is. I think a 9 or 10.
Yeah.
The first ones, have we given those 10s or 9s?
First 2 you gave 10 to on character.
I think this is probably the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Agree with you on that one. Yeah. 10 on this one. It's pretty good actually for what it is. Presented nicely, flavors clean.
Yeah, I definitely know people that would enjoy that cheese as well. You know,
Cool. So the next one is D2 1066.
Oh. Yep. This fella.
Ooh. Fudge or
Looks interesting from
Wow.
here.
chocolate or
It smells
oh,
it smells like chocolate fudge.
what?
Milk chocolate fudge. Appearance is, I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of nice. It's like the wee circles of.
Oh. Your appearance looks lovely. Looks kind of almost like a piece of cake.
It really does. There's a few kind of red flecks through it, so there's something else in there as well.
Yeah.
Does that nearly look? Is this like a chili chocolate cheese?
Ooh, could be.
Is that chili?
Could be. The appearance, yeah, you're right. The appearance, it is very kind of spotted all along. So
It's good, and the appearance is good again. Do you go like a 9 or 10 on appearance? I want to find out if it's hot or not before I taste it. I'm watching you.
I mean,
Oh wow.
fudge is basically, oh yeah, the chili's coming through. Quite nice in the end. I think
Oh
it's
yeah.
chili chocolate cheese.
Yeah, that's super well balanced.
Yeah, it is.
You know, when you get, because often you get like a chili chocolate and it's just heat. Whereas that just kind of rounds it off nicely.
No, it does. Also, the texture is quite nice. It's not, pasty or not sticking onto your palate. Quite clean, actually.
Yeah, for something that is kind of like squidgy and fudgy, it is then
It's
quite
sweet.
clean on the palate. It's like
Or shall I like it?
it's surprisingly pleasing, actually. I really
like it, actually. Probably.
there's a really good understanding of flavor behind that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd happily, after having a few bites and enjoying the flavor, I'd happily give it a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I don't know, just saying, compared to what we've tried so far.
It's definitely my favorite so far, as in it's quite interesting.
It's all the expectations and trying to kind of,
Do you concur with Tony then, Laura?
Oh, yeah, I'm very happy with that. I think it's very true to character. It's very tasty, nice aroma, and that kind of, like flavored cheeses, you want them to be a little bit quirky and different, but you also want to be able to see like a kind of good example of skill and understanding behind them. I think that's a super well made flavored cheese.
it is. I think it presented well, good texture, quite balanced in every aspect.
Yeah.
I like it.
So last one in this category then is 1135.
Okay. Yeah, got him here, another wee wax guy.
Ooh, texture looks quite kind of pasty, crumbly. Ooh, interesting.
It's not a particularly sweet.
Yeah,
Not a particularly sweet aroma. Is this like a sticky toffee pudding or something?
it's quite savory, isn't it? No? Or am I just getting my tastes bungled up?
I think it is a little bit tricky because the last one was so sweet. And some of them have been very, very sweet. Whereas I think this is maybe like a fruit cake. So more savory than, a chocolate one or the like really, really sweet ones. But I think that would still kind of put it in a sweet category. Just nearly tastes like mince pies.
I was going to say, do you taste orange at all?
Yeah, I
Or
think there's like, I
magic?
think there's maybe like orange zest and like and your raisins and all that sort of, because there is a wee hint of orange kind of on the nose, I thought as well. And is that
I think I saw
maybe possibly a date, maybe?
date and
I cut through.
it is quite kind of Moorish flavor.
It sort of looks like there's maybe like a raisin or so in the bottom there. Appearance.
Appearance, good 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, maybe an 8. I would go with the appearance. Just because of the way the flavors through it. It's sort of,
I mean, appearance 8, aroma. I'm still not able to put my finger on that. Something citrusy in there, but could be orange or lime or I don't know. But
I do feel like yeah, I would kind of guess at it being that kind of orange zest mince pie. Sorry, it's not Christmas, but that kind of Christmassy cake.
Christmas
Yeah.
thing. Aroma 7, 8. It's quite clean actually, quite nice, but
Yeah, I'd happily go 8 for aroma.
8 for aroma.
Mhm.
That's good.
Texture.
Texture's pretty good. Like on the palate, it's quite good.
Yeah.
Pretty consistent.
Seems
not-
a bit kind of sticky or pasty. So when you're cutting it, you can see that it's
It sort of drags a little bit.
drags a bit with the cut. But I guess that's probably to do with the nature of the cheese or what it is.
Yeah, that it's that kind of semi.
Yeah, hardish. 8.
I would go an 8 as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
8, yeah.
And then
Flavor.
probably an 8 or 9 as well. You know, it's
Okay. Go with 8, yeah.
Character.
It's definitely a flavored cheese again. I think, you know, 9 or 10.
Yeah. Flavors are coming through, so yeah, go for a 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that was the last cheese on that class, and the winner was 1066.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
it's quite like it's exciting. It's something quite different. but-
Chocolate one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking it home.
Right, we'd like to thank the judges for their time and the sponsors who supplied the judges packs. So South Carnarvon Creameries and Butler's Farmhouse Cheeses. Just to let you know that the live event will take place on Friday the 13th of May with judging best of classes in categories Best English, Irish, Welsh and Scottish cheeses, along with awards that recognise the talented and passionate people within the industry. The day will culminate with the award of the Supreme Champion 2022. Again, judges, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.